Hi friends, welcome to #TechieMit. So in continuation to our Java design principle videos, today I'm going to bring the internal working of HashSet. So basically, how does the HashSet internally work? So previously we've seen how does the hash map work. So but in this we will see the internal working of HashSet. So it's slightly different than hash map, and because HashSet has its own internal structure. So let's go for it. So for demo purpose, what I've done, I've just taken set from the set interface reference. I've initiated a hash set as a hash set, and it for a demo purpose, I've taken a set of rainbow colors. So rainbow, as you know, it has 7 colors. So 7 distinct colors you might be able to print it. So I've taken these all the colors, and you will be able to print it. See, as you can see on the console, all the 7 colors are printed: red, orange, violet, blue, yellow, indigo, orange, green. Red, violet, blue, yellow, indigo, orange, green. So as the BPR is right, you know the order, but all the 7 colors are printed. So the main advantage is has set contain only unique elements. So if I add blue toys, it will not display twice as corresponding to list. It will display only once. Let's confirm this. See, blue is added. We added twice, but it's displayed only one. So why is it so? So why is it? How can it understand that blue is already added in the hash set? Or so how does the internal working of hash set goes? So let's see internally. So I'll just go into the class over here, the hash set class. See, now this is the hash set class built in Java class, and the main point to note here is that it's a public hash set. E over here is that it is any kind of generic parameter that the hash set can hold, like the class or the any wrapper data types it can hold in it, and it basically extend abstract set and implement set interface, a clonable Java IO.serializer. As in the current example, we saw that from the set interface reference we created a hash set. So the background logic or the background running is likewise. So it is basically a extends abstract set and implements set and clonable and serializer interface. So as you know, clonable is a marker interface, and serializable also it implements. So multiple interfaces implement that includes set, clonable, and serializable. And as there is a version ID generated. Oh yeah. The point to note it here, the main crux is that as we saw that we added blue color over here twice, but the hash set it's added only once. So how does it happen? So yeah. So as I said, hash set internally implement a hash map in it. So note here the hash map is basically transient over here. It's kept at transient. So and the generic like the generic parameter is passed, and the object is as a class is passed to it. So this is basically the transient hash map. And one more important point to note is that one is the map that is created, and hash map basically, and hash map instance, and the other is that there is one static final object present. Note that this is a dummy value to associate with an object in the background. So what does this present does? It checks with whether that particular element is present in the hash set or not, and it's a final object, so it cannot be overridden, or so for that purpose it's overridden or mute. Its value cannot be changed. So it's specifically this object is present is kept as final. After that, we have just created a construct of the hash map, and also the hash set method to the considering the load factor and initial size. It's computed mat.max c.size and 0.75% f, so that 75% of hash set hash map is filled. It will reload itself. No need to go into that details. But the point to note here is that the main method one is add. Yeah. So public boolean add. See what is it's a basically public boolean method. So it will either return true or false. So so consider now our example of blue color. So blue color was already existing in the hash set. So it while adding to the hash set, it internally invoked this boolean public boolean add method, and what it did, it returned the map dot put, because hash set internally implements put. So the what does it put does, it should include unique pair of key value elements. Now the key over here is the e, that is the value that you pass from the hash set. So key over here is the value that is passed from the hash set, means from the add parameter that you pass, that is from the value that is passed, that is considered as the e. So generic e, that is the value, and this is the present. So that, so you can create a reference object of the that object, and you just check with our object instance e comma present equal to none. So it will check that map.put will check that whether that element is already inserted in the hash map or not. If it's not inserted, then only it will insert it into the map, and it will ultimately display it on the hash set. If it's already exists, then e present equal to null will return false, and no element would be added more than one. So in order to ensure the uniqueness, this method ensures that public boolean add the e, and it returns basically a map dot put e present equal to null. So these basically is important point, and it's also asking many of the questions that candidates usually know how does HashMap work, but HashSet working is also the key point of consideration. So that is about this video, in which we saw how does the internal working of HashSet goes, and this is related to the design principle. So more to come in design principle and other related topics and concepts. I'm sure that you must be liking and subscribing to #TechieMit. So stay tuned and bye for now.